Do you like animals?
Yes, I absolutely adore animals. I find them incredibly fascinating and comforting to be around. Their innocence and loyalty are qualities I truly appreciate, and I believe they bring immense joy and a unique, positive energy into people's lives. Watching them, whether it's a playful dog in a park or graceful birds around my window in Kochi, always brings a genuine smile to my face.
Do you have a pet now?
Currently, I don't have a pet, which is something I genuinely miss. My current living situation in a busy city doesn't quite allow for it right now, as I don't have sufficient space or the consistent time needed to properly care for an animal. However, I often spend time with friends and family who have pets, and I cherish those interactions whenever I can.
What kinds of pets are popular in your country?
In India, dogs are by far the most popular pets. You'll find a wide variety, from common breeds like Labradors and Golden Retrievers to an increasing number of adopted local indie dogs. Cats are also quite popular, especially among those living in apartments. Beyond these, keeping fish in aquariums is also very common in many households across the country.
Did you have any pets when you were a child?
Yes, when I was growing up, my family had a wonderful Labrador named Buddy. He was an incredibly loyal and playful companion throughout my childhood years. Taking care of him taught me a great deal about responsibility and empathy from a young age, and I have many fond memories of spending countless hours playing with him in our garden.
Do you think having a pet is good for people?
Absolutely. I strongly believe that having a pet is incredibly beneficial for human well-being. They offer unconditional love and companionship, which can significantly reduce stress, combat loneliness, and even encourage physical activity, especially with dogs. Pets truly enrich our lives, fostering a sense of purpose and providing immense emotional support. In my country, India, pet ownership is certainly a growing trend. And while historically it might not have been as widespread as in some Western nations, we are seeing a significant shift. More and more households, particularly in urban areas, are welcoming pets into their homes. While precise figures can vary, it's clear that millions of families now consider a pet to be a cherished member of their family. When it comes to the most common types of pets, dogs undoubtedly top the list. You'll find a huge variety, from popular breeds like Labradors and Golden Retrievers to an increasing number of adopted street dogs, often referred to as Indies, who are incredibly intelligent and resilient. Cats are also quite popular, though perhaps not as universally as dogs. Beyond these, you'll also find people keeping fish in aquariums, and some homes have birds like parrots or lovebirds, and even smaller animals like rabbits or guinea pigs. People choose to have pets for a multitude of reasons. Firstly, and perhaps most importantly, is for companionship. In increasingly nuclear family setups, pets offer unconditional love and a constant presence. Many people, especially younger generations and those living alone, find great emotional support and stress relief from their animal companions. There's also the aspect of security, particularly with dogs, who are often kept to guard homes. Furthermore, the rising awareness of animal welfare has led to more adoptions, with people opening their homes to abandoned or stray animals. Culturally, the perception of pets in India is quite complex and evolving. Historically, animals like cows hold a sacred status, and dogs have had an ambivalent role, sometimes seen as protectors and companions, but also in some traditional contexts considered unclean. However, modern India is increasingly embracing the concept of pet humanization, where pets are truly seen as integral family members, often celebrated on special occasions and given extensive care. Religious beliefs also play a part. For example, dogs are associated with certain deities in Hinduism, like Lord Dattatreya, and are honored during festivals like Diwali in some regions, reflecting a deep spiritual connection. This blend of evolving modern attitudes and ancient reverence shapes the unique landscape of pet ownership here.
How has pet ownership changed in your country over recent decades?
Pet ownership in my country, India, has transformed significantly over recent decades, moving from a more utilitarian or traditional role to a deeply cherished companion status. Previously, pets, especially dogs, were often kept for security or pest control, particularly in rural areas. However, with increasing urbanization and the rise of nuclear families, many households now welcome pets primarily for companionship and emotional support. This shift is particularly evident in cities, where there's been an explosion in pet-related services, from grooming salons to specialized veterinary clinics. Economic growth has also played a part, allowing more disposable income for pet care. There's also a growing awareness of animal welfare, leading to an increase in adoptions of stray animals. This modern perspective sees pets as integral family members, celebrated and cared for much like children, a profound change from earlier perceptions which sometimes viewed them differently. This evolving relationship signifies a broader societal shift towards valuing emotional connections with animals.
What are some ethical considerations related to keeping pets?
Keeping pets raises several ethical considerations that responsible owners and society must address. Foremost is ensuring the animal's welfare, providing adequate nutrition, clean water, appropriate living space, regular veterinary care, and opportunities for exercise and mental stimulation. Ethical concerns also arise from irresponsible breeding practices, such as puppy mills, which prioritize profit over animal health and well-being, leading to genetic problems and suffering. The issue of abandonment is another significant ethical challenge, particularly in urban areas where pets are sometimes discarded when owners face financial difficulties or lifestyle changes. Furthermore, the exotic pet trade poses serious ethical dilemmas, often involving the cruel capture of wild animals and their inability to thrive in captivity. Finally, the difficult decisions surrounding end-of-life care for pets, balancing quality of life against prolonged suffering, require immense ethical consideration.
Do you think governments should play a role in regulating pet ownership?
Absolutely. I believe governments should play a vital role in regulating pet ownership. This is crucial for several reasons, primarily public health and animal welfare. Regulations can mandate responsible breeding practices, curbing the proliferation of unhealthy animals from unethical breeders. Licensing and registration systems can ensure accountability, aid in identifying abandoned animals, and help control the spread of diseases. Furthermore, regulations are necessary for public safety, especially concerning certain dog breeds, and for managing public hygiene, such as enforcing waste disposal rules in crowded urban environments like ours. Without governmental oversight, issues like animal cruelty, overpopulation leading to more strays, and potential zoonotic disease outbreaks can escalate. While overregulation could be burdensome, a balanced approach that promotes responsible ownership through education and enforceable standards is essential for a harmonious coexistence of humans and animals in society.
How do pets contribute to society beyond being companions?
Pets contribute significantly to society in ways that extend far beyond simple companionship. They play a crucial role as therapy animals, providing comfort and emotional support in hospitals, nursing homes, and even schools, helping to alleviate stress, anxiety, and loneliness in vulnerable individuals. Assistance animals, particularly guide dogs for the visually impaired or service dogs for those with mobility issues, enable greater independence and quality of life for people with disabilities. Beyond that, animals are indispensable in various public service roles, such as search and rescue operations following disasters, or as police and military dogs aiding in security and detection. For children, caring for a pet instills valuable lessons in responsibility, empathy, and respect for living beings. Moreover, pets can foster a sense of community, bringing people together through dog parks, pet adoption drives, and local animal welfare initiatives.
What are the potential challenges or downsides of widespread pet ownership in urban areas?
Widespread pet ownership in dense urban areas, like many cities in India, presents several potential challenges. One major concern is public hygiene and sanitation. If pet waste is not properly managed, it can become a significant source of pollution and a health hazard in public spaces. Another issue is noise pollution, particularly from barking dogs in residential complexes, which can lead to neighborhood disputes. Limited public spaces for pets to exercise and socialize adequately is also a challenge, sometimes leading to behavioral problems if animals are cooped up. The potential for animal abandonment can increase if owners underestimate the commitment required, placing a strain on animal shelters and welfare organizations. Lastly, there's always the inherent risk of zoonotic diseases and the pressure on veterinary infrastructure to provide adequate and affordable care for a rapidly growing pet population. These downsides highlight the need for responsible ownership and urban planning that accommodates pets.